In my neighborhood, we are celebrating some distinguished alumni at Central High School. I want to welcome my guests who are here. Dr. Daniel Withers, Central High School Distinguished Alumni Committee, retired Central Principal. Also Donovan Taylor, who is the president now of the Central High School Alumni Association. It's good to see you both.
Nice seeing you again.
Thank you.
So you all have been working very hard on this and gathering all of the next inductees. First, let's talk about how it all got started.
It started in 19, goodness, that shows my age, 2002. The first program wasn't until 2005. But a retired principal by the name of John Whiting came to me and said, why not start a program where we can recognize people who have contributed to the community, not just athletes. So we have a program for athletes, honoring and recognizing athletes. Let's honor somebody who has actually made a significant contribution to the community. And we based it on vocations. We looked at people who were in the medical field, education field, law and government, and other fields, and said, well, let's try to pick some of those people, see what they did to make a significant contribution to Jefferson County and to the community in which they live. Didn't have to be Jefferson County.
Right. I get the privilege of introducing these folks before they get up and they get their awards, and I wish everybody could hear some of the unbelievable things that they have done. I mean, they're unbelievable.
It is, and the reason we do it is for the students' sake. They see people who have made a contribution, who have been successful in their vocation, and they say, well, these people came from our community. They look like us. Why can't we do it also? So, you know, we're doing something, I think, that will make a contribution to our student body and make them better academic students. And by the way, I'd like to commend you and thank you for all the work that you do in the community.
Well, thank you.
I'm so proud of you because I said, well, she was my student at PRP.
I was. He was my teacher, and I say this all the time. He was the only reason why I passed math. I'm great in every other subject. You give me math, and I start sweating, and my mind goes blank. And he made sure that I passed math. He made me study. He made me stay late, and I passed, didn't I?
Yes,
I did.
And I appreciate you. You've done so much for the community.
Thank you. He was also my track coach. So
okay.
There you go. I appreciate you too. Let's talk about some of the past inductees.
Okay. There's about over 60 of them at this point.
Wow. Do we have 60?
Yes. And we have plaques in the front entrance of Central High School when you come in. And I think that's significant too, because students can stop and look at the plaque and see the picture of an inductee, and then see a write-up saying what contributions they made. And we had people, and I won't name but a few, but we had people like Georgia Powers, who was a senator. Let me name a couple of athletes, but they weren't named because they were athletes. It was Muhammad Ali, but because he's a humanitarian, and he did so much for the community and so much for the world. And we had Lenny Lyles, who was another great athlete, but he was a entrepreneur and a philanthropist in the community. We had Daryl Owens, who was a senator. We had Judge Clayton, who was a judge. Had Judge Stringer, but we had so many of them. I won't try to go through the whole list.
And Central is iconic in the history that it holds in the African American community. I'm proud that I get to do this. My mom and my dad went to Central. I mean, it's funny, I always hear people who are not from here. I have a friend from LA who comes, and he'll ask an older African American, he doesn't know, where did they go to high school? And everybody goes, Central, and he goes, why did everybody go to Central? And I go, oh, honey,
Well,
you know, he doesn't know.
Well, Central is a historically
Yeah, and
most
Central,
historical black high school. It's probably the
Absolutely.
only one left in the United States.
right, and they don't understand that history. And that history, although history is changing slowly, and we're trying our hardest just to make sure that we all love each other and we all respect each other and things are equitable. That history is important to remember and to hold and to teach. It's important to preserve those things.
Right.
All right, so tell us, if you would, Donovan, a little bit about what you hope for the Alumni Association. You're president now. Is that kind of heavy on your shoulders?
It is a heavy task and a heavy lift, but I am honored to serve as the president of the Central Alumni Association, and just very honored to have my alumni to ask me to serve in this capacity. And we have kind of three major goals that we're looking to fulfill with the association. And number one is to increase our membership. Two is to increase our impact and our giving to our students. We probably give an annual of about $5,000 a year in scholarships and giving to the students, and we're looking to increase that giving, and hopefully through increased membership and increased activities and fundraising, we'll be able to achieve that goal. So we encourage Central graduates and former students who are all welcome to join the Alumni Association. Our dues are only an annual of $20 per year. We have a general body meeting tonight at 6 o'clock at Lucretia's Kitchen at 7th and Oak Street. So we welcome all our alumni to come in and join tonight. And we definitely, you know, it's a great opportunity and a great intergenerational group that we're learning from our elders, and our elders are learning from our younger graduates. And so it's just a great opportunity and really to serve in our community.
Is there another way to join other than coming in?
You can visit us on contact one of our officers, and we can give you our information to join via Zelle or your Cash App or other those type methods.
Okay. Can you just read the names of some of the folks that are inducted this year?
Absolutely. Is E. Porter Hatcher Jr. is one of our inductees. Dr. Bonnie Nelson Marshall, Charles Richard Snow, Dr. Rita Greer, Dr. Robert Douglas, former professor at U of L, and Judge Jessica Green, who was currently serves as a judge, but also the former Metro Council member of representing the District 1. And so we're glad to celebrate and honor all of our 6 honorees.
I hope it was okay that I didn't spoil anything there, did I?
No.
Okay.
No.
Announcing everybody.
I had it right here, though.
Okay. Well, it is going to be the Central High School Distinguished Alumni Hall of Fame ceremony, February 23rd at 7 p.m. Central High School. Open to the public?
Yes,
Absolutely.
it is.
Okay. Do you need to RSVP?
No.
Okay,
no,
just come.
It's an auditorium, so there's a lot of room.
All right,
1,400
auditorium,
people.
a lot of room. We got room for you, so please come again February 23rd at 7 p.m. Central High School Auditorium. It will be a wonderful, wonderful evening. Always good to see you.
Okay.
Thank you
By
so
the
much.
way, I don't know if PRP has a distinguished alumni.
We do. March 8th. It will be March 8th.
Well, you should be in it.
I am in it.
Very good.
I am in it. Thank you very
Thank you.
much. And they, too, give scholarships to the wonderful students of PRP.